Okay, here's a quick demo of playing Ancient of Days by CityAlight in the key of C. Pretty straight ahead chords on the whole, but there's just a couple of wrinkles that hopefully I can shed some light on, give a few suggestions. Intro, C, G sus. G sus, the C note rather than just the G chord or one of those ones. Take the C and the return of the sus is out to that. G sus also can be more functional as like a C chord over a G. So that looks a bit like a C chord, but instead of got C, I've just got the G down there on the next string. Instead of being C note there, put the G note there with that same finger, and you get the G note in the bass, and the A string is deadened. Okay, so that you hear the E in there. So there's the G sus. I think that's the right one. C over E. Hit that E underneath. D to F, G A minor, C on E F, and G sus, C sus. So that C sus is, instead of your regular string here, and I'm only playing the middle four strings because this E note on top is the third, and that's the one that is suspended when you play the sus4. So what I'm going to do is take that E out by not just playing that string, and that E there gets the pinky on there, so it's an F. This thumb is deadening that low E, so if you accidentally hit the E string, it's not going to ring out. So yep. So the verse. That wasn't very clean. Kingdoms B minor to A minor, F, C on E, A minor. Leave out that D7, G, and C. So that G sus to G, I think more like a C on E in that case, to a G chord with the B string ringing. So there's the 4 to the 3 of G sus, which is kind of functioning like that. There's a C triad in there over G at the top and bottom, and that A string is dead. C sus to C. The chorus, da 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 that's the hardest part of the tune. The G sus in, like, what's that bar 38? I think that's more of a C over G to G, and that's just dead. Yeah, okay. Then with second time you go back for another verse and a chorus. Second chorus ends A, second time bar, straight onto the guitar solo. So it's the C, sus, and C. Now when I'm playing those Fs, that's easier and sounds better than that. You can play an F sus2, G string ringing on the F sus too. And when I play that C on E, I think that gets a bit muddy sometimes. So I'm hitting E and separating them out. So from the instrumental, so you just separate them out. The other thing is when the band's going like crazy, the bass player will hit that lower E. You don't really need to get down there. You can just stay on the C, but don't dig in too much on that C there, that's all. Come to the verse, it's often a drop at the third one, and it might fall to you on acoustic, so just nice and steady. There's a D7 in there, I left it out, it sounds better without it. That's a DSL coda there at the end of 65, sends you back to the chorus, which is at bar 25. You play through that, and then you can see there's a third time to coda at the end of bar 35. That jumps you straight across to 66. The coda, trust in, to 6 the coda now, name for my God is the angel of day. Now, an F sharp minor 7 flat 5. Sounds scary. All it is A minor 7 that you've just played with an F sharp in the bass. So you could get your thumb there. That's it. Or if it's like the simple thing is the bass player is going to hit it. So you should just stay on the A minor. The bass player puts it in there and that makes it all make sense. All it is, an F sharp minor 7 flat 5 is an A minor with an F sharp in the bass. So yeah, that's also known as a half diminished chord. You can play it like that, or you could play like that's an F sharp, skip the A string, you got an E, you got an A, you got a C. I mean, even if you hit the A string, it's technically part of the chord, so that's not a drama, it just gets muddy down there. You know what I mean? Like, especially in a band, you don't need that A in there. You've got an A up here anyway, so. For my God is the angel of day. Hopefully that is helpful. Cheers.